going on, everybody? Good morning. Sorry my video consistency sucks and I don't put out regular videos. I'm trying to get better, but I'm just busy and I want to do more. So thanks for following the Twitter. If you're not following the Twitter, make sure you're following the Twitter. It's where you can interact with me, ask questions, all that good stuff. So going into it, we're just going to do a TA video. Today we're going to look at the charts and we're going to talk about some price action. So one of the things that we're really looking at here was this 200 moving average. So the last time we were talking about these higher lows, right? We were talking about Bitcoin kind of climbing up the stairs, making its way up, getting rejected off of the 200-day moving average, coming back into our BART zone, but really not spending any time in there whatsoever, shooting right back out for another run up to test the 200, rejected again, but still higher lows every single time, right? Every single time it gets rejected and comes back down, its buyers are willing to come in at bigger levels every single time. That's what that means. People were buying at 17, then people were like 18's a good buy, and then people were like 19's a good buy, 20, and now people are confident buying at 22, right? This is good. This is what they call as bullish divergence, right? The simple way to say that is the trend is your friend. So we're heading up. We got an uptrend. We got higher lows. And we got a retest of the current resistance, which is the 200-day moving average. This is all really good. This is all very, very good. I'm still not ready to be like, we're blast off to the moon. However, I did open up Bybit the other day to make sure my account was ready because it's looking like it might be entering along soon. I haven't entered it yet. I'll tell everyone when I enter it and what I enter it at. Haven't entered it yet. However, getting ready, right? Things are changing. I wasn't comfortable trading down here. Might be interested now that we've identified our trend. I might be interested in looking up a trade. I still want to see more sideways. I still want to see these squeeze. I don't have Bollinger Bands on right now, but if I did, you would see that they are pretty gapped. I still want to see the Bollinger Bands come together. I want to see the moving averages come together a little bit, and that sets us up for a nice, golden cross, right? Because I know these are lagging indicators, but it does take them, a while to get together. If we did see what I kind of drew out here, right? If I did see this breakout above the 200, chances tell me we come back down to a retest. If the 200-day average can now become support, was resistance, is now support, that's where I'm going to enter my trade, right? That's where I'm going to get ready to enter my trade. I'm going to set a macro long, and it's going to be something small like $1,000, 3x leverage, and just let it sit there for months, right? Like that's my plan on that one. Is going to be a very long, drawn out futures play, right? Just a hold. If you're buying, right, if you're going to do some spot trading, then you're buying down in the buy zone, right? I was buying my altcoins down in here every time we dipped into my buy zone. I was buying altcoins, specifically XRP. I was hammering XRP, but that's just me. You buy whatever coins you want to buy. But this is what I'm looking for right here. I'm looking for this breakout above the 200-day moving average, a clean breakout to like 25K, rejected off of 25K, support, use the 200-day as support, and now I'm looking at a blast off. Why I tried to draw out this extended moving average, if we had this sharp rise, is what we would have here. We'd kind of have like right? Maybe that's a really shitty line. But you get my point, is we're trying to figure out if we did shoot up here, where would we get our golden cross, right? Where would it finally happen? Is it going to be there? I don't know. I don't think that's how that would work. I do have an indicator that kind of like projects the current moving averages. It's not great though. It does like a dot. Like it's gonna go this way, but it's not great. It's not great at all. So I wouldn't recommend to use it. But yeah, we definitely got to figure out where they're gonna cross, right? Why can't I delete this little guy here? What's going on? There we go. Okay, so we got to try to figure out where these things are gonna cross, right? And as they are pretty spread apart, it's hard. When they get tighter, we get these crosses more rapidly, right? And that's what we kind of want to see. So we could start shooting up from here. I still don't think so. Easy there, Telegram. I still don't think so. I still think that, well, at least I want to see some more sideways action. I just thought it'd be best to jump onto the chart, show everybody what's going on. I'm not saying this moving average is going to happen. I just was trying to show if we started to get a golden cross, if we did start to go up on here, where would we get that golden cross, right? What would this moving average do? And to see a moving average kind of like bell curve up out of here, that's unheard of, right? It's not impossible, but it's not healthy. It's not something you'd want to see, right? I'd want to see this fart around in here a little bit more. Let's see it kind of squeeze. Let's let a triangle play out a little bit. Maybe like, maybe some sideways, whoop, 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 and then get like a nice little squeeze in a triangle. That would give these moving averages another month to kind of like settle into itself, right? Another August, September kind of just boring sideways. Let these things squeeze out a little bit. We get a triangle playing, and then boom, break that 25K and blast off. Again, I'm not saying this is my prediction. That's what I want to happen. I want it to do that. Will it do that? I don't know. If it does that, that's great. I get lots more time to pack my bags and accumulate. As I don't have big stacks of cash, I'm very reliant on my income to take some money out of that income and safely invest. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just hanging tight for that. Back onto here. That was our top. We nailed that call. We said sell in November. We got the hell out of the market in November. Didn't put any trades in. However, we're now looking at our bottom, right? This is what we marked over here as our Bitcoin bottom. And if it is our Bitcoin bottom, we nailed it, right? That would have been one hell of a short. We obviously didn't take that short, but we did sell. So we did spot trade that, I guess, if you want to say that. However, we are going to be looking here now in terms of our way up, right? Well, are we coming back up? I don't think so. Past predicts future. I know you've heard me say this in the previous video, but once we bottom, we have boring sideways action for a little bit, and that's okay, right? That's okay. Just nothing happening for 444 days, just moving sideways, a little rise, not really sideways, right? Before that, it was 488 days, right? So it is getting smaller every single time. I'm still okay to say, yes, this one isn't going to be as low as the other one, but let's just say we still did 400 days. That takes us to September, right? That takes us right to September. And if we were looking over here, if we did play out this triangle squeezes in October. So it doesn't actually line up. So I thought this was September over here, but it's not. It's October. That would take us to September, and that would be shorter than the other cycles. So let's just say, this one is significantly shorter, right? This one only does 200 days. Then we be February next year. It's still tough. It's still tough to say, right? I still want more sideways action. I don't think Bitcoin comes right down to bottom up and then starts another bull run. Is this time different? Time will tell. I think the only thing that would make any Bitcoin cycle different is going to be regulations, and we haven't seen regulations. We know they're coming, but we haven't seen them yet. So until they come, until they hit, I'm going to say Bitcoin's going to repeat itself, in which case we're going to have some boring, still sideways until we're comfortable moving up out of here. I don't think we just, hey, bottom, round up. I don't think we do that, right? I think we have to spend a little more time going sideways, letting the market squeeze, letting people get liquidated, finding out who's over leverage. I'm definitely still more leaning in the camp of no scam wick, of no quick wick to like 10K, 16K. I'm starting to, fall more into the team of no, retail didn't need to get slaughtered this time around. Institutional investors got slaughtered with all the liquidations and all the exchanges going bankrupt and everything. Therefore, retail didn't have to get the scam wick for exchanges to make their money. They made their money off of the industrial investor. So It might be different, right? It could be different. I'm definitely leaning more now to, hey, the big dogs got wrecked. That's what paid out the exchanges. They didn't have to eat us this time. And there was a lot more institutional money this time around in the market than there ever was. So that's it, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Keep an eye on this 200-day moving average. If this 200-day moving average switches from 1, 2, 3 resistances to 1, 2, 3 supports, a real good sign, right? Overall, what we do have here is a bullish divergence. We have going up the stairs. We have higher lows. We have a new trend of going up, and we did say that was our bottom. And it looks like we haven't spent much time down around 17K. I said 16K. We hit 17K. Pretty damn good, right? Like, this thing isn't an exact equation. You're never going to get it right on. That's why I play ranges, right? I don't play hard lines. I play a range. So as long as we hit within that range, we're great. And crypto swings. So it's okay to have a decent size range, right? As long as you have your strategy and you're playing within your strategy and you're staying within your rules and you're being safe. Don't start hemorrhaging leverage. I know I'm saying I'm going to jump into a leverage trade. I'm still never going to show you guys a Bybit link or anything like that. If you want to do it, you're doing it on your own. You ain't getting that link from me. I think anyone who does like TA on YouTube and then follows it up with click my link to do leverage trading is setting you up to get slaughtered. Don't trust those people. Leverage trading platforms are bad. I'm never going to recommend them. Some are better than others in terms of customer service and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, they all trade against you. They're all about to eat you. And leverage trading just isn't smart. It's addictive. It's gambling. I've been in there, and don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of fun with hammering some 100x trades, 125x trades on Binance, and it's fun, but you got to recognize that's some degenerate shit. Don't do it. You're never going to find a link from me. I'm never going to be the one to send you to any of those. If you go to it, you're going to it on your own. Don't come back and blame Cozy. Go blame those other guys who told you to go leverage trade. I'm telling you not to do it. I'm saying buy and hold. Time in the market's better than timing the market. I just want to be transparent with you all and say, hey, that's what I'm looking at. If I did see this play out, if I did see a nice retest, so if I saw red candles down to like 23, 25K, I'm buying right there. I'm going to set an order, and it's just going to be a macro long term and hopefully try to catch like an entry here for this, an entry here for this run up, right? Something like that is what I'm looking for, just to sit in a nice low leverage trade in the hopes that, hey, this $1,000 leverage times 3 runs up to like something crazy, right? We'll see. That's the dream. That's what I'm looking to catch. This is getting a lot longer than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to end it here. Apologize that I'm not doing more daily content. I promise I'm going to get better, and I promise I have a new UI coming for the video, so you're not just staring at my browser. I'll do a nice like header and footer thing and maybe a little border, so it looks a lot prettier. But we're coming along. Stay with me, guys. Thanks for following, subscribing. I appreciate it, and that's everything.